We have come to visit you in peace and with goodwill.
Johnny, the Dalai Lama, he's no spring chicken. What the hell's going to happen? Oh, the Dalai Lama, Johnny. Yeah, he's getting on a bit, I reckon.
The Dalai Lama has spent his life bringing comfort to people with his teachings on aging and death. Now, with two minders to help him walk, the most famous Buddhist in the world is facing his own mortality.
Well, I suppose if you... yeah, there's no... He reckons he's got another bloody 20 years left in him. Another 20 years?
As another birthday wraps up, the Dalai Lama makes one final statement to the crowd.
Well, I don't know whether that's going to bloody pan out.
If the Dalai Lama is correct, he'll live until 107.
You know, I don't know how that's going to pan out. He might be up for some bad news in a couple of years, but whatever happens, something's got to be done about choosing, if that's what they call it, choosing a new Dalai Lama. Yeah, they have to do that.
As he ages, the question of who will replace him has become more urgent and political than ever.
Yeah, well, the new Dalai Lama is supposed to be in Tibet. Well, traditionally he was Tibetan, yeah. Now the Chinese government, they've cracked the shits with the Dalai Lama for years, and they reckon they're gonna bloody pick the new Dalai Lama for him. Oh, get out of here!
It's been 62 years, and now China wants to dilute the cultural and religious identity of Tibetans. It wants to control the institution of the Dalai Lama by appointing a pliant successor.
Jesus Christ! Is that possible?
But does China, atheist China, have the authority to do this? And would anybody accept its choice?
Well, it's going to be bloody interesting to see how this pans out, Johnny. Yeah, the Chinese, they crop up a lot in our bloody broadcast. But, Jesus, they've come up with this ripping theory that they'll choose the Dalai Lama and it'll save all the bloody messing around and going from house to house and all that sort of stuff. I think they think they're onto something. The Chinese government will pick the Chinese government will pick the new Dalai Lama? Johnny, doesn't that bloody fly in the bloody face of the purpose of the whole bloody exercise? I think it's the most fucking stupid thing I've ever heard. Well, it's going to be bloody interesting to see how this pans. After the present Dalai Lama passes away or goes wherever they go, when they die into another world, they're going to have to go over there and pick one out. Now, they're going to have to do it in secret, Johnny. They just can't come over there with a lot of fanfare, about 100 people, so we're going to pick a new Dalai Lama. Here we come.
In spirituality, politics and conflict, the Dalai Lama faces a dilemma, and it's all to do with his successor when he dies.
Dalai Lama is caught between the two great powers of Southern and Eastern Asia.
He's renowned.
The Chinese government won't like that at all. So they're going to have to be secretive or, heaven forbid, look for a new Dalai Lama somewhere else.
So the Dalai Lama said instead of the years of rituals traditionally needed to find the reincarnation, he'll decide how it will happen on his 90th birthday, floating many different ideas. Happy birthday to you! His loyal followers are confident he has a plan.
Yeah, I mean, it's traditional that the Dalai Lama comes from Tibet, but by Jesus, if political bloody tensions mean it's impossible for him to go to Tibet, they may have to go to bloody to Africa.
I said, take it easy, baby, I worked all day and my feet feel just like lead.
Egyptian? I mean, the new Dalai Lama could look something like this. Africa? An African Dalai Lama? Johnny, is that even feasible? Or it may be an Indian bloody Dalai Lama. He may look like this. Well, I suppose if you... Yeah, there's no law that says... Or is there a law that says he has to be born in Tibet? But Richard Gere, our great friend of the channel, Richard Gere. Richard, he's a bloody... He's got some ideas about how the new Dalai Lama might look.
His Holiness was very clear. He's not going to be reborn in a Chinese-controlled area. So, and that leaves other possibilities. And it also leaves it open whether he'll be a man or a woman.
Johnny, do you mean to say the next Dalai Lama could be an African woman? Is that what you're trying to bloody say? If you start all of a sudden just going in there and picking a girl, I mean, nothing against girls being a Dalai Lama, let's face it, but wouldn't that be a little bit of a cynical sort of a bloody...
And you will forgive me if I speak bluntly.
Even just because it might be politically correct to do that? Is that the way it works? Probably means the last bloody 14 Dalai Lamas it's just been bloody lucky that they've been males. Because they've been ordained from the heavens above or wherever. So by Jesus, it's been a long run for the male bloody Dalai Lamas, that's for sure. Oh Jesus, Johnny, I don't know about all this. But these bloody questions have got to be bloody faced, Johnny. They've got to be faced, and they've got to be taken a hold of by the throat. And the new Dalai Lama, he or she'll be bringing in some changes, that's for sure. Right, yeah, I suppose. The bloody go around on their horses and, go knock on the doors of the little bloody huts and